What's up, guys? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So really quick, I'm going to show you how to put on a deadbolt, or basically any door hardware. It's pretty easy. I actually used to have a job doing it, believe it or not. I used to have a job doing everything, so shut your mouth. But basically the only things that you're going to need is probably going to be like a Phillips screwdriver, a drill, although be careful with the drill. If you do use a drill, set the clutch back a little bit, because if you go too hard, you're going to end up popping the threads on here or stripping out the bolts. So I would recommend just take a little more time and do it with a handheld screwdriver, just so that you don't strip anything out. If you do, you waste your money. If you're looking for a good deadbolt, I'll put a couple in the links in the description below, along with some screwdrivers, which usually almost 99% of the time, it's going to be a Phillips head screwdriver, a little star wrench. So get your new deadbolt. They're pretty universal. You're not going to have much of a variation between deadbolts unless it's like screen door versus regular door or something like that. But if it's just a standard size door, it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. You're going to get some hardware and the deadbolt right here. All right. So first of all, if you have an old one on there, can you see my old one? If you have an old one on there, on the inside of the door, you're going to have two little screws. Turn this to the side. Boom, screws are visible. Take those out. Obviously, while the door's open, you're going to lock yourself in like a ding dong. Okay, so just go ahead and take them out. Sorry about the noise. I'm right by the road. Honestly, I keep all door hardware literally for like eternity. Don't ask me why, but I always feel like I use the parts later on stuff. They come with good screws and everything. So just pop out your old stuff. That's clearly not coming out for some reason. Now it is. And then you're going to see on here on the side here, you're going to have some more screws. So just take those out so that you can get the plunger out. Nice and easy, simple. Be careful on those too, because you eventually wear your frame out. Out, everything's out. I'm going to slide the new one in and pop your new plunger in. A couple things about the plunger: it's going to say which side is up, okay? To make it a little bit longer, as you can see, my plunger goes in, but it's not really going all the way to the full extent. Take it out, twist it, put it back in. As long as it says up, slap it in there, see how it's the full length, and then you're literally just going to grab your deal here. My power is low on my phone. I'm trying to hurry. And obviously your key is going to be on the outside. Okay. Make sure it says face up. And then you're going to put it in. That's what she said. We didn't just say that. Yes, we did. That's stupid. Okay. Goes to the bottom here. All right. Ugh, I got stuck. Also, what she said. And I gotta get on my knee here. Also, what she said. Okay, clearly I'm 5. So, sorry about that. All right. So, get her lined up. And then pop our screws in. So we got it lined up. Go ahead and slap this guy in there. And again, I told you before, if it was in this video hopefully, try to use a regular handheld screwdriver. The reason I say that is just because I don't want you to strip out the screws. Because if you do, you're going to be screwed, and it's going to be a much bigger problem than you had probably anticipated.
make sure you line everything up first, and then once you do, you get your other screws, and then that's when I would put the plunger in place. And the reason I wait is because just in case it doesn't line up perfect, it will once you do this. So get those guys in. Go ahead and rack this guy in there. Be careful with these especially. Don't tighten too much. They'll strip out really, really easily, especially if it's an old door. Okay. That's it. It's done. Okay. Simple enough. And if you need to, you could do a little bit of turning around. That actually worked out really good because it pulls the door snug too. So that's good. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. I mean, you do a whole house of those, save you a couple $100 if you're trying to get stuff rekeyed. Have an awesome day, guys. Be strong in your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. And